Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Kazi Musharraf Hussain on behalf of Human Alliance of Bangladesh. Martial law is going on in Bangladesh, in Dhaka. Today's episode name is Rajakar in, Freedom Fighter out, Step down PM. Itomodde, by this time, from the 16th July till today, maybe 300 or more people has been died. In the name of some demand of some student association organization about the quota for the children of freedom fighters of 1971. It has been resolved, but the killing from both sides is going on. It is somebody or some group keeping the young students in front of them. They are doing the harmful activities in Bangladesh. If happen, there is no freedom fighter or their beneficiaries quota, each and every year, Bangladesh government can hire little bit more than 3,000 first class officers all over Bangladesh, the government sector. So it has been eliminated by the government or by the court that 93% should be hired from regular student and 7% only quota. However, we observed that a lot of things had been happened in Bangladesh. If that happened, maybe they are following the last revelation in Sri Lanka. They captured the PM and presidential house over there, and through the government, the scene behind the demand of the student union, somebody is behind this picture. And we assume that the government information system or their secret service did a very little about what happened in Bangladesh. One jail has been destroyed in Nashindi, and the government TV center that has been destroyed, and the Bangladesh DMB office, Dhaka, something like that, has been destroyed. And it's happened like within a minute or within a second. This kind of fire they produce, it was a huge fire, and their only object to overthrow the running government, and that's why they are doing a lot of destructive things. They killed even the police officers. Police officers are the middle person under government and the peoples, and it has happened. They have to listen the government rules and regulation, and they try to do so. Even the destruction happened in the 25th March 1971 by the Pakistani government, because they thought that the police, Bangladesh police, never keep their arms against Bengali people. So they, at the very beginning, killed the Razarbagh police station. A lot of police and officers has been killed on the 25th March 1971. But we saw the destruction by this time. What had happened? It was not destructed by our varsity students. If you see the pictures, you will find out some people went over there not demanding the student quota or something. They just want to overthrow the government and want to distract the government property, which is basically the property of all Bangladeshi people. Why it's happening like that? Last two parliamentary election, the election was not acceptable some people, and if we check those parliament members, we see that only one party peoples are right there, and they are so-called allies. If it's happened, the election was fair, maybe the things what happened right now, it will never be happened in Bangladesh due to so-called democracy. You know, democracy has some definition of itself. Some scholars say democracy is nothing but the rules of like majority. If they are literate or not literate, however, we like democracy. Who is the majority, he will run the country. But last two parliament election was not that much fair. So there is a big questions. A lot of people are against this government. Not only that, assume like if someone has 8 brother and sister in a family, and one brother or one sister's children are freedom fighter size. Maybe one went for fight. So in a family of 8, one is a freedom fighter, and his or her 2 kids getting facility as a freedom fighter quota. However, the other 7, if we think that everyone has like 2 issues, then 14 peoples are deprived by 2. So when PM took her position for freedom fighter childs, the other 7's child were angry. However, it was under court or under the decision of Sheikh Hasina or parliament. It was resolved, but someone behind the scene, maybe they are fundamentalist, because the sound making like that, we are all Rajakar. So now when we hear the slogan Rajakar, everyone Rajakar, in the atmosphere or environment of Dhaka University or campus, there we have to think what is going on. So most peoples or students want to be a Rajakar because of their rights. So freedom fighters are now in population, they are very low. So the Rajakars are in the field. Whatever, after 53 years, we should see all our people in equal rights. So it is a concept to divide our nation. So we have to very careful about this sensitive issue. The democracy not in the country level, even inside the Awami League government, you see some people are like 7 times member. I am just taking a picture. One of our best leader, Mr. Tajuddin, I believe he is like 7 times or 8 times member of the parliament. So what happened for that? He's a respectable person, undoubtedly. But from that area, there is no new leader. So in democracy, you have to care about the majority or your party strength by your popularity and by your how many people you have. So these people are ruling in Bangladesh like one MP, he is like lifelong MP. Is like a feudal Jamindar custom. So grassroots level, everybody is angry and all the anger outbursting. So all those are in student level, student government, those Satrulig has been fled already. However, we can support the destruction, what is going on. We cannot support this kind of thing. So now, on that sense, if you keep the freedom fighters' kids or children aside, and all are thinking they are all Rajakar. So a Rajakar platform with majority people is coming in. So the freedom fighters group are going out. And on that sense, in this crisis period, what is going to do by the PM of Bangladesh? It is nothing by proposal, a step down, but how can we solve it? It is very difficult in this situation. Maybe a caretaker government or something, but what happened? What happened with the people by this time already died? So maybe there will be some law to protect the officers or the government. And it is basically, somebody can believe, is the activities of fundamentalists, because some fundamentalists were in Norshindi jail and the fundamentalists took over the jail and take them out. In this situation, the running government can accept some fundamentalist rules to control this situation. What kind of situation? Look, there has like 5 Islamic bank, and the stakeholder take out their money in such a way that those bank has no liquid money to pay their stakeholders. they took in such a way. So what the money gone? What the government will do? The government can implement some punishment from the Islamic law. Those people destroy by this time already from 16th with a restorative effect. Those people do the harmful thing for the government property or was enemy of BGB, army, firefighter or police officers, and in the video someone is destructing the government property or throwing something to the government forces. So government can pass a rules from the Islamic government following cut one hand and by the civil surgeon, otherwise it will not be controlled. Those people are in the scene and it shows that he is burning a car or some other vehicle of government, destroying government property or throwing something or killing some government forces. So that law should be like that, and it will be when you pass by parliament, it will be a rules, and next government can follow this. So those people do this kind of stuff. The law should be cut their hand, and it should be implemented from the 16th of this month to save the government property, and there should be argument and evidence, and a civil surgeon will do the job like some Islamic country does, like Saudi Arabia. Because if you want to control some fundamentalist, there should be some fundamental law should be passed in the parliament. Anyway, it is government's concern. However, if running government go right the way and resign with a third party or something, and the fundamentalist win in this place, run the country and take the power of Bangladesh, there maybe millions of people will be killed. And on the other hand, if running PM want to control it, maybe 100,000 people should be killed. So stop killing, and the PM have to step down. So there should be some law, because from a civil war or get rid of killing people, there should be an interim government, and before that there should be some law passed out that anybody do the harmful activities against the government officials and damage the property of government, and the video and audio or the witness has some witness, and their one hand must be cut off, like Saudi Arab. Is nothing my proposal. However, there should be stop the violence and destruction of the property of Bangladesh, and to save the government officials. people, what they are doing is nothing a student movement or something. It is like destruction of country. It is like destruction to overthrow the government. However, there should be some peaceful way. However, it is done by the fundamentalist, and what happened, like within a couple days, maybe it is nothing done by the BNP, because BNP is nothing that much organized, it seems to be. However, the fundamentalists are growing day by day, day by day, day by day. However, a fundamentalist can be good. We have to find out. In our neighboring country, a fundamentalist government, Mr. Modi is in power and he is running his country for 3 times very nicely, and his Hinduism is making nice activities for the poor class Hindus to educate them, getting job, all those kind of things. So fundamentalist is always bad. Somebody cannot say like that way. However, what has happened in Bangladesh, those kind of destruction is not acceptable. And everyone knows that in Amirat, there has like a lot of people, like maybe close to 60 people are punished, getting their jail 10 to 20 years. So to get rid of the fundamentalist destruction all over the country, there should be some rules. So a parliament can do that. However, it is their way how they control it. However, the mass people are very angry, so there should be some kind of interim government or something like that. So for the sake of not killing or less killing, if Prime Minister declare a midterm government, it may be fine, it may be not fine. Only those people try to run the government, they have to realize those kind of things, and to bring peace in Bangladesh. My organization, Human Alliance of Bangladesh, is thinking like that way. So there is like 1, 2, 3 proposals, and the concerned with the destruction or concerned with the loss of Bangladesh and the most valuable thing, that is human life. We have to stop killing. There has 3 pictures. Those people are in destruction or want to overthrow the government, or those people are doing the student politics or their demand. However, a lot of people have been killed. So we wish that it will be in end and peace all over in Bangladesh, and everybody should show their positive attitude to get rid of this kind of destruction for our poor country, for our motherland, Bangladesh. Allah Hafiz.